Hey guys, it's Dave from Past Outdoors here. I just want to take you through our tent setup for the last 6 nights that we've been out in New Zealand. The reason we chose the Mont Supercell X is because we knew we were hitting some pretty gnarly terrain and weather. So we wanted something that we could live in, had a small footprint, but also ride out some pretty big storms that we've had. We've been camping between 1,000 and 1,500 metres for the last week. And right now we're set up on a tiny little spur line in the bush at about 1,000 metres altitude. This is what I love about the Mont. We've been able to get in and set it up as a multi-pitch, so we can get inside it, set up the shell, and then we can put the liner up on the inside to keep us dry when we're setting it up. Plenty of space in here. There's 2 of us been living in here. You know, sleeping bags, mats, and enough room for all your sort of dry admin. And in the vestibule here, we've been able to put our packs and cook out of every morning. So every morning we've been able to make a coffee in bed without having to get out, which has been great. The Supercell is great. It comes with all the guy lines already set up, enough pegs to peg out every single guy line and peg out point, which is, you know, it sounds like a bit of a pretty obvious that a tent should come with enough pegs to peg it out, but a lot of tents don't, but the Monts do. So we've been able to just grab this straight out of the bag from brand new and set it up in the mountains, no problems at all. We chose not to use the footprint on this trip because we knew we were going to be muddy inside, cooking a lot in the vestibule, so we just didn't want the footprint there. And we've been carrying some pretty heavy loads over some big miles, so we didn't want to weigh ourselves down with an extra sort of 500 grams there, and we wear the risk of damaging the floor. All in all, we've rode out some pretty big winds, probably 50 knot gusts, and pretty consistent winds, and we've been pretty sheltered in there each night. We had other guys that were in a mix of like Hubba Hubbas and some of the Cedar Summits, and they weren't feeling so secure in the wind as what we were. So all in all, pretty happy with the Mont Supercell X. Remember, you can get the Supercell, which is a shorter version, but for that extra few hundred grams and a pole, that vestibule has just been a lifesaver. We've even had like 4 people just sitting in the actual tent without the liner in it, just to get out of the rain the other night. So if you've got any questions, just drop us a line or hit us up with the comments below. Cheers.